Eve Hewson first gained attention for her role in the film This Must Be the Place, and later starred in the Steven Soderbergh TV series The Knick. More recently, she's been recognized for her role in the Netflix series Behind Her Eyes and The Perfect Couple. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Eve Hewson. She comes from a famous family. Born on July 7, 1991, Eve Hewson comes from a famous family. Her father is Bono, the lead singer of U2. Despite her famous father, she has made a name for herself in acting. Although she was not interested in pursuing music, acting felt natural to her. With her successful roles, especially in Behind Her Eyes, Eve Hewson is establishing herself as a talented actress in her own right. Eve explained that while she had occasional exciting rock and roll experiences touring with her dad, she still lived a fairly normal life, taking the train to school like everyone else. Her parents didn't initially want her to act. At first, Bono and his wife Ali wanted their daughter Eve Hewson to pursue a more traditional career outside of the entertainment industry. Hewson shared that she wanted to become a serious actor like Meryl Streep. She told the Irish Times, "My parents said you can only apply to Tisch and you probably won't get it, so good luck." After a nerve-wracking audition where she was so anxious she felt sick, her parents realized how much acting meant to her and began fully supporting her. Eve got into Tisch and spent 4 challenging but rewarding years there. Since then, the parents have been on board. She got her first notable role in This Must Be the Place. Eve Hewson made her acting debut alongside her elder sister, Jordan, in the short film Lost and Found in 2005, before appearing in the 27 Club in 2008. Her breakthrough came in 2011 when she played Mary in This Must Be the Place while studying at NYU. She described getting the role as one of the most important experiences of her life. In the film, she played a teenage friend of Sean Penn's character, a former rock star. She almost gave up acting. Eve Hewson revealed on The Kelly Clarkson Show that she almost quit acting because she was tired of auditioning for shallow roles, like playing the girlfriend whose only purpose was to please a male audience. She felt frustrated with the lack of meaningful parts for women and questioned if she wanted to continue acting. However, her career took a positive turn when she was cast in The Luminaries, a TV adaptation with a strong female lead. The character's struggles mirrored Eve's own frustrations in the industry, and the experience reignited her passion for acting. She said, "It was so interesting and such a wonderful opportunity, and I thought, okay, maybe I shouldn't quit. Maybe I should give this a try and see where it goes." Orphan inspired her performance in Behind Her Eyes. Eve Hewson's performance in Behind Her Eyes is very creepy. To prepare for her role, she drew inspiration from Isabel Fuhrman's performance in the movie Orphan, a film she loved since college. She told NME, "I watched it years ago in college and was just obsessed with Isabel Fuhrman's performance. I kept referencing it when we were shooting, even though everyone was like, 'I don't know that movie. What are you talking about?' If you've seen Orphan, you might notice the similarities. In Orphan, Fuhrman plays a disturbed orphan named Esther, convincingly portraying a murderous child. She jumped off a cliff every day to prepare for Bad Sisters. In 2022, Eve Hewson starred in an Irish black comedy television series, Bad Sisters, playing Becca Garvey. She practiced jumping off a cliff daily to prepare for the show. Although her co-stars didn't do the same, she was determined to do the cliff jump since she had trained for it. She had to confront a fear of singing to star in Flora and Son. In Flora and Son, Eve Hewson plays a young mother who connects with her troubled son by learning guitar and singing. Although she is afraid of singing in public, she faced her fears to play this role. She shared to Late Night with Seth Meyers that she was once so scared of singing that she avoided auditions requiring it, even missing out on a chance to be in the movie La La Land. Despite her fear, a review praised her singing. She said, "I read a review where they said I sang like an angel, and I sent it immediately to my singing teacher." She once prank called Justin Timberlake. Eve Hewson admitted in a recent interview that as a teenager, she would prank call celebrities using her dad's phone book. One time, she prank called Justin Timberlake, who had worked with Bono on a charity song in 2001. When Timberlake answered, Eve and her friends asked him silly questions from a cereal box. She suffers from some pretty awful night terrors. While Eve Hewson's performance in Behind Her Eyes might be haunting viewers, she also deals with her own haunting dreams. Since childhood, she has suffered from severe night terrors, where she would wake up screaming and sweating. She told in style, "I'm famous for it in my family. I would wake up in the middle of the night screaming, in cold sweats, running around the house ever since I was a kid." Hewson also suffers from sleep paralysis, where she can't move or speak for a minute or longer around sleep and recurring nightmares. Fortunately, she has had supportive people in her life. She told in style, "As an adult, I had this boyfriend. God bless him. He just sort of walked me through it every night and would get me a glass of water, sit up, maybe leave the room, and that sort of helped me tackle it." She once had a huge crush on the members of Kings of Leon. Eve Hewson shared a fun story from her teenage years. In 2005, when she was 13 and her sister Jordan was 15, Kings of Leon toured with U2, and the sisters had special access to the band. Both had huge crushes on the band members, who were 18 at the time. They would chase after them and even get kicked out of a few after parties. Hewson admitted she was a bit rebellious, and Kings of Leon were so amused by her behavior that they mentioned her in a few interviews back then.